I can honestly say I don't think I'd have the courage to sleep on a girder like this. I toss and turn a lot. I'd probably fall off. Hello, birds, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Odyssey! In the previous episode, we met Captain Toad, and it was a pretty fun time. And we also got to do the thing with like the snapshot mode and all that fun stuff. And we had an existential crisis because I've been making videos for too long. But anyway, in today's episode, we're continuing on our merry way through our path of glory. And we got a super cool checkpoint flag for the outdoor cafe. It's gonna be epic and amazing. And there's a shiny door this way. Everything seems pretty fine and dandy over here. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. Let's just go onto the scooter and continue on our merry way. It's not that scary. But I like remember getting like legitimately freaked out in my first playthrough. Like I legit screamed. My sisters were like teasing me for like a week or so. That was a fun time. So, in all seriousness, what you want to do, you want to wait until Owie. Yes, you want to wait until Owie. You want to move out of the way whenever the T-Rex moves its mouth. So that's like going to be the big tell to let you know when the T-Rex is going to start doing stuff. Keep an eye out for the markings on the ground. That will let you know when regional coins and the power moon are going to be coming up. We did miss a few of them, so I'm going to have to go through this area again. It's going to be a pretty interesting time. But yeah, I remember like actually freaking out. Here's the thing. I don't get freaked out that much. Like, supernatural stuff and all that stuff that is usually attributed to like horror things and things like that, I don't really get freaked out a whole lot. What usually gets me is a jump scare. Like, that's like why Five Nights at Freddy's is usually so effective to a lot of people, because it's basically a jump scare of the game. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of like the whole point of the game. And it's a pretty fun time. But the thing is, like, jump scares, that's like one of the things that usually always gets me, especially if I can't tell when it's coming. Because even with Five Nights at Freddy's, after a while, you do kind of pick up on the patterns of when a jump scare is going to be happening. Like with Bonnie or Chica, you can always tell they're going to be there if you try turning on the lights and it's not working or anything like that. But, like, with this one, I was, like, not expecting it, so it legit freaked me out. It was pretty good. But I gotta say, I also really love the fact that like the T-Rex has that like pilot aviator goggle thingy on its head. It's such a good detail. It's really funny. Now we're heading over in this direction because there's another shiny building over here. And going on from one thing that... Never mind, I thought this was something else. So, moving on over here, we got these construction walls that always make me think of the Toy Story 2 game, because it's one of the best 3D platformers of all time, and everyone should play it. And I wish we had the option to do that on Nintendo Switch Online. I'm just saying, it's a great Nintendo 64 platformer. It would be great if we could have that on Switch Online. You know the licensing on that would be a nightmare, but I don't care, because I want to play Toy Story 2 on my Switch. Even though I grew up on the PlayStation version. I know that like PlayStation's trying to do a thing where, like they're adding like a kind of expensive tier for PlayStation Plus to play retro games on your PS4 and PS5. I don't know if I'm gonna go through with it because the lineup they've revealed so far doesn't really look too impressive. They don't have any of the original Tomb Raiders on there. I think the Toy Story 2 game is like only in one region so far. I don't know if it's officially available yet or anything like that. But, like, most of the PlayStation games I care about aren't on there, so yeah, I don't really know if I'm going to go through with that. I don't even have PlayStation Plus. I don't really play enough online games on my PS4 to really justify spending the money for that. So, I don't know. Maybe if they do release some of my favorite games on there, maybe that'd be a different situation. Like, I highly doubt they're going to release the original Spyro Crash games on there, because Activision's going to want people to pay attention to the re-releases. I mean, if it was entirely up to me, I would just make one console that could play every single game ever, because that's totally something that can happen, right? Porting games is easy. You just push a button and it magically goes to the next console. That's how that works, right? Speaking as a programmer, I'm making myself cringe. That's a new record. So as we go across this area, let's talk about New Donk City a little bit more. Because obviously this place is inspired by Donkey Kong, and it's probably a given considering the fact that Pauline is the mayor here, and she was in the original Donkey Kong game. It goes a little bit further than that though, because take a close look at the street signs, and then street names and things like that. We have Dixie Street, we have Cranky Avenue. Somewhere around here is also like streets named after Rambi and King K. Rool and things like that, so we actually have Donkey Kong universe characters referenced here, which is something you don't really see a whole lot in the Mario game. But it also goes a bit further than that too, because not only that, this level has actually appeared in the Mario series before, or Donkey Kong series, or whatever. It's hard. Is it Mario or a Donkey Kong game? Because you play as Mario, but it's called Donkey Kong. Okay, the game I'm thinking of is Donkey Kong 94. I actually saw this reference in the previous episode, video title, where the first level, Vado thinking we came in here, we already came in here this area. The first video for New Donk City was called Established 1994 or whatever I ended up calling it. So, where do I want to go next? Okay, I made my decision on where I want to go next. I was kind of wandering around aimlessly, not really thinking about the game, and just going back to areas we've already seen before. But yeah, this city has actually appeared in a previous Mario Donkey Kong game. Donkey Kong 94. This was a really cool kind of part of the original Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, but it went further than that. It was like an actual full puzzle platformer. It like actually had levels and things like that. It was really, really cool. It's honestly one of my favorite Game Boy games. There's a level based off a city. I don't remember exactly what it's called. It'll be captured on screen right now to go into a bit more detail on that. But it's been confirmed this city, New Donk City, is the same one that appeared in Donkey Kong 94. So yeah, that's a really cool detail. I love it when Mario games reference the more obscure ones, because my problem with the more safe Mario games, like, okay, what I mean by that is that something along the lines of Super Mario 3D World or Paper Mario Superstar or something like that. Something that doesn't really go too far into the references or anything like that and tries to play it safe and things like that. So my problem with those kind of games is that even though they are pretty fun, except 6-star because screw 6-star, my problem with those games is that they only really ever reference things that were in the original Mario Brothers 3, or Mario World. That's basically it. They don't really go crazy or anything like that. They don't reference some super obscure game that was like released 30 years ago or something. What I love about this is that this city has its own identity, but it references an obscure Mario game and makes you want to try that one out. That's kind of the big reason why I wanted to play Donkey Kong 94 in the first place. So I really wish Nintendo did that more, because there is so much potential with the Mario series that they're just not using. And that is something that I'm worried about with other Mario things in the future. Because, like, Super Nintendo World, for example, it looks amazing. Like, I really want to go there someday. But it's also, like, very safe, casual Mario. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it is a theme park, so you do want to have, like, the most... you don't have, like, the most broad demographic possible to draw people into the ride and things like that. And some random person who's exploring Universal Studios and just casually goes into the Nintendo world, they're probably not going to care too much about, say, this random spider enemy from Mario 64 or something like that. But even then, it still would be nice if they had a few references like that. And that's kind of the big thing I'm worried about with the Mario movie, is that they are going to play it safe with that one. Because, like, I know Shigeru Miyamoto is really super involved in that game, in that movie. Like, Miyamoto is a very creative person, but he's also very limiting in terms of story and things like that, and that's the big thing I'm worried about with the movie. Also, I gotta say, that Power Moon up there where you had to destroy those blocks, that one took me freaking forever to find on my first playthrough. That one took me forever to find. I don't think I even found it until the post-game, so... yeah, that one, I don't have a fond memory trying to find that one. That was nope, that was not a good time. Because, like, the big rule of thumb with this is that there's 2 power moons for every secret area in the game. And I know I was missing one here, but I just could not find it anywhere. And then eventually I found it, and I was like, oh, well, that was a little bit of a cheap location. Why would it be there and not somewhere more easily accessible and stuff like that? Of course, obviously, the answer is that they want it to be a secret and hard to find, because that's the whole point of a secret, is that you find it, and you feel accomplished and things like that, and then you grab the thingy and it's shiny. Okay, I honestly don't remember if we picked up that other power moon. I'm gonna look through this real quick. Yay, we did! We did it, we did it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No eating here tonight. Woo, no eating here tonight. Woo, no eating here tonight. You on a diet. Also, I gotta say, I love that the question blocks are the stop signs and things like that. That's such a good detail. Again, Mario games, we love it when you have like fun details. Have more of them. We go over here and we go to a pretty familiar location. Play some slots. The Toast Arena game that's winning worldwide fame. It's 10 coins to play. What do you say? A power moon could be won. Try it. It's fun. Yay, slots away. Alright, so I believe, where do I want to go for this? I think I want to be on this side, just like before. So after the heart is what you want in your life. We only got 3 of them, so now we ruined everything. Alright, let's go! Eevee and Pikachu, the second best Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch. Is anybody else like cautiously optimistic about Scarlet and Violet? Because the games do look really nice. I do love the visual style they're going for. But at the same time, like, I'm a little worried about the game because it seems like it's coming out a little too soon to the last generation games of Sword and Shield. Because, like, you have like a big grand Pokemon game and things like that, and you're hyping it up, but it also, like, came out super close to the previous one. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, this level. Okay, so, fun story. So, I don't really have a whole lot of irrational fears. Like, my basic mindset when it comes to things in general is that, like, when it comes to supernatural horror movies or anything like that, my mindset is, okay, it's not something that can hurt me in real life, I'm okay. Like, even in Five Nights at Freddy's, there's a creepy Easter egg or anything like that. It'll freak me out for a moment, but then you just kind of get over it because it's not something that can hurt me in real life. I do have one irrational fear, and that's walking through a large crowd. It's not like a big fear, like, oh my god, there's a crowd, I can never function as a human being ever again. It's not like that. It's more like an uncomfortableness, really, because, like, I'm a very shy person, and then just walking through a large crowd, I don't like that. But what I do like is collecting shiny things. So yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because this area right here is kind of like an epitome of that uncomfortableness. I don't like this place. Especially trying to go through here and, like... What the heck was that? Okay. Yay, Mario Odyssey physics! Woo! Ooh, and there's a rocket up here. I love how the HD rumble feels when you go off in a rocket. It just feels so cool. And yay, we get an obstacle course! Woo! But yeah, going back to what I was saying, to finish that train of thought real quick. It's not uncomfortableness, it's just that I don't like it. And also that walking backwards through a crowd like that when you're trying to get somewhere where everyone else is trying to not go, I don't like that either. So let's head over in this direction, go here. And what an athlete! Aw, thank you. Weird. This area is making me think of the American Ninja Warrior. Has anybody ever finished that course? Because I know one of the big things about the American Ninja Warrior is that nobody's ever finished the obstacle course because it's so difficult. Has that changed since the last time I watched it? Because, like, I haven't watched it in a while. Like, I never really seriously watched it. I'd catch an episode here and there every now and then. But, like, I'm genuinely curious. Has anybody finished it by now? Because it's been on for a while, so you'd think somebody would have been done with it by now. Alright, I want to see if I can get on top of this area. This totally looks like something we can get on top of. I don't think it is. We could try this instead. No, we didn't. Oh well, we tried. There probably is some way to get up there, and there's probably coins up there, but I don't feel like it. That requires effort, and effort is gross. It's almost as gross as pudding. That is a lie. Pudding is amazing. What am I saying right now? What's something that's gross that's actually a good I almost said good allergy. I meant analogy. I didn't mean allergy. That's totally a different word. Yes, pudding is a good allergy. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Whenever I hear something funny like that, my brain gets locked onto it for a while, and I can't think of anything else. I'm just thinking of a good allergy. Like, what would a good allergy even be? Like, hi, I'm allergic to shellfish, and that's a good thing, because shellfish is secretly poisonous. I don't know, like maybe like you're allergic to something, but being allergic to it is actually saving your life. So in case you were wondering where that was, that's that building over in that direction. There's another way that we can get up there, and it's a lot more fun, so I definitely will be demonstrating it right now. So we head over here. This flag honestly bothers me, because it says it goes to the roof of the building, but it doesn't. If you want to get to the actual roof, you have to go down here. I don't like that. It's not very user friendly. Right here. And jump over in this direction. There's a pool over here. I love going to the pool. Like, swimming is honestly one of my favorite things to do outside of video games and things like that, because it just feels so free when you're in the pool. So, like, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like you're kind of flying a little bit, but you're not really flying. It's just really cool. I love swimming. I can't swim. I'm not actually that good of a swimmer. Like, I can't hold my breath underwater for very long. I definitely am trying to improve on that. Like, one of my goals this year is to be able to swim across the entirety of the pool underwater and things like that. I'm getting pretty close to it. Last time I did it, I was able to get like a quarter of the way there. So I think if I keep improving on that, I can definitely make that goal at some point. I don't think I'm going to be like the best swimmer in the world or anything like that. Like, not by a long shot, but I definitely am going to keep trying with that. So now we've got some plants over here. Now we're the zombies. We can have the complete reference if they just had some zombies on screen. But there's no zombies on screen, and now everything is ruined. How dare you, game? So we got some plants over here. We can throw that over there. And now we'll be going looking for the next one. And luckily, I have some notes with me, though, to me exactly what we need. I mean, I remember it all. That is exactly how my brain head works. Brain head. Alright, where's there's another one over here. Where is it? Now, I never lose my way. I'm the Emperor! And as such, I have an innate sense of direction. Okay, where am I going? That's like one of the most quotable Disney movies of all time. Like, literally, the other day, we were closing up the milk stand at Galaxy's Edge, and we were just going back and forth quoting Emperor's New Groove. It was like, don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall. Yep. Sharp rocks at the bottom. Most likely. Bring it on. Oh, that worked. Okay, so now there's a... This is where I want to go. This is not where I want to go. Where am I going? The thing I need is over there. Why am I over here? I get lost in this kingdom a lot. So, this kingdom actually has a bit of a special place in my memory. Not just because this is my favorite kingdom in the game, but also because of my sister. So, like, one of my favorite things growing up was, like, playing games alongside my sisters and things like that, because we always had very different experiences. When it came to games, like, I was admittedly kind of rushed through them. Like, I didn't go for 100% completion most of the time. My sister loves collecting things, though. So, like, when we were playing through this game together, she was kind of taking her own time and trying to get all the power moons and things like that, whereas I've already told the story before, but I was kind of trying to go through the area as quickly as possible to get to the Metro Kingdom the first day. And, like, that was, like, a fun time and all. But then my sister finally was able to get to the Metro Kingdom. She never left. I don't think to this day she's ever... I don't think she's finished the game to this day. She never left the Metro Kingdom and is determined to get everything in here. I think she already has everything aside from post-game stuff. But, oh man, imagine when she finds out that this game has a post-game and there's more stuff to do here. I probably should tell her that because, like, she might actually finish the game now. But anyway, over here is the final potted plant thingy. And I'm going to be looking over my notes to see if actually there is another power moon that we were missing. I was about to look over my notes because I couldn't think of another one that we're missing, but now I do, because that's how memory works. And we have 64 regional coins, just like Nintendo 64, that makes me super happy. Whee! And we missed. But we got regional coins, so it's not like it was a huge loss or anything like that. So we head over here. I love how the smoke effect looks when we disembark from the zip line. That looks really cool. So basically what I'm trying to do is go over towards the building off on the left side and things like that. That's basically what I'm trying to do at the moment. So let's head over here, go this way, go over here, go up here, and do the thing. It's super cool. Now, if it triggered, if it actually triggered, yep, nope, that was a bird. What am I looking for? Okay, what I'm looking for is another one of those bunny things, and I know it spawned around here somewhere. But, oh, there it is. Okay, so this is another one of those things where you have to leave the kingdom first before it actually triggers. But it's a cute little bunny rabbit. Oh, it's a cute little bunny rabbit. Oh, it's a cute little bunny rabbit. Oh, it's a cute little bunny rabbit. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if that's the case for all the power moons with the bunnies, because I don't remember that being a thing. And the website that I use as a resource for this Let's Play didn't mention that. So I'm wondering if I should like go back through my notes and make a quick note of that, because I'm wondering if that's the case for all of them. Alright, so over here. And now is the regularly scheduled looking over of the notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Aside from the plants that we haven't finished yet, there's only a small handful of power moons that I want to grab right now. Now, but here's the thing. There are a few more that are available to us at the moment. One of which is this minigame right here, which I will not be demonstrating for a little while, and there's a very good reason for that. There's also one that requires us to go into the... words are difficult. There's one that requires us to get a special outfit, which takes up regional coins, which I don't want to do because that'll make it difficult to keep track of the regional coins for the actual Let's Play video thingy itself. And there's also a couple other ones that involve a game mechanic we haven't seen yet. So, the next one we'll be taking care of is going to be over here. We go inside this building, and there's some musical notes of musicalness. I still love this mechanic of going through the walls and turning into like a link between worlds style wall climbing, but it's 8-bit Mario. It's so good. It is such a good detail. Alright, you can use your spinning hat trick right there to get all those super quickly. And over here, collect these ones, and achieve our destiny. Woo, Destiny, yay! Even though Splatoon was better. I'm not sorry for saying that. Splatoon is factually better than Destiny. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So there's not much for us to do right now, because there's like one power move that I wanted the video off on, but I'm also waiting for the plants to appear and things like that. There's not much else for us to do right now. So I was looking over my notes to see which regional coins we haven't gotten yet. And I left this note for myself on this page. It feels weird having this empty space on this page, but want to keep the note formatting consistent. So I'll take this time to mention how I was binge watching Once Upon a Time while organizing these notes. That was like months ago. I think when I wrote that, it was specifically somewhere in the Wicked Witch of the West storyline. That was certainly an interesting show. Like, the first season is amazing. The second season is okay, and then it just drops hard in season 3. I haven't started on season 4 yet. I should probably finish that, because I do want to try finishing that show at some point. It only took an eternity, but the plants are ready. This is why I can never go into gardening. It would be kind of cool to learn how to properly take care of a plant and things like that, because I know some people get really passionate about that. I cannot keep a plant alive. I've tried. I can't do it. Alright, now we're grabbing the next one, and the final one is going to be located on the top of a building that we saw earlier. So yay, that's going to be fun to edit. It took an eternity for it to spawn on the Let's Play recording thingy, but for you, it's only going to be a few seconds, because that's how editing works. But I probably, in hindsight, probably should have done that towards the beginning, but I kind of already think about it until closer towards the end. But here's the $3 question. Where is that last one? We literally just saw it not too long ago, and I don't remember where that plant was. I remember, because I remember everything! And now we'll be collecting their sweet, sweet wood, and there's one more power moon that I'd like to grab before we call it quits for this episode. So over here, there's a guy just sitting on his bench minding his own business. Boy, I tell you, this city. He looks like he needs a friend. You're not from around here, are you? You're the first person to ever just sit down next to me. It's a lonely city. Thanks for reaching out. Take this for your trouble. Aww, bench friends. Thanks, pal. I love this one so much, and it honestly also kind of speaks to me right now because, like, last year in September was when I moved out and started living on my own and things like that, and it's scary moving out on your own because, like, then you have to, like, really take care of yourself and figure everything out, and moving into a city really does feel lonely. But then after a while, you start to get to know people and you make your friend groups and things like that. It's scary in the big city, but you're going to be just fine. But after taking care of all that, that's everything that we'll be taking care of in the Metro Kingdom for now. We will be returning here at a later time when we take care of a couple other things and we're closer to the post-game and things like that. Well, that's also when we'll be taking care of the last of the regional coins as well. But now that we've taken care of all that, we're going to end the video off here. So let's go over here. $216. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, we've hit a proverbial fork in the road. Which kingdom do you think Bowser went to? That is something that's going to be up to you. So, by the time this video comes out, it'll have already been posted on the Twitters and things like that. But, which way do you think he went? Did he go to the Snow Kingdom or the Seaside Kingdom? You'll know the results in the next episode. But, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Super Mario Odyssey. I'm going to back out of this menu because I don't like the music that plays on the menu. And now you get to see what games I've been playing recently. Yay! And now that we're in the land of better music, now we're in this video off here. So thank you guys so much for watching. What? That was a tongue twister if I ever heard one. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Super Mario Odyssey. Thinking it'd be better about saying that after doing this for 10 years. And next time, litigator to you. Oh yeah. Mario, don't fall asleep during my outros. I work hard on these.